It's now my pleasure to introduce our three student speakers, Scot Dalbery, Rachel Zuckerman, and Khalil Romain. Scot? Oh, wait, okay, Scot, it's yours.
Thank you, Dean Sundaram. To the Stern administration, our faculty, and my fellow graduates, it is a great honor to stand before you proudly today, rather than through the small window of a Zoom screen. There is no doubt that we have faced adversity in our endeavors to become the next generation of business leaders. What we've learned these past few years is undeniable, and I believe that our ability to stand here today in the face of the pandemic is a testament to that. As I reflect on my time at Stern, I think back to my first day of classes. Having recently overcome my own recovery from COVID, I woke up on that first day with a strange pressure in my chest. I didn't think much of it at first, perhaps maybe first day nerves. However, as the weeks passed, that pressure in my chest hadn't subsided. And in one afternoon, I went from focusing on my next assignment to learning that I'd been diagnosed with a post-COVID heart condition and would need to be immediately checked into the hospital. So many doubts entered my mind during that week-long stay in the hospital, thinking, am I strong enough to fight through this? However, what ultimately saved me was the support I received from my newfound Stern community. Study groups offered to help with my course load. My fellow cohort leader checked in on me every day. My classmates cheered me on as I gave a final presentation from my hospital bed. With the support of my friends, my family, and my classmates, I was able to persevere against the odds and make it here today. As I reflect on this story, I am overcome with emotion, because it was during that trying time that I witnessed firsthand what it means to be a Stern student. Not only did I learn how to calculate the net present value of a bond, but I learned that at Stern, we look at one another and say, you belong here. I remember walking into my first day of classes thinking, do I have the right professional background? Am I going to be the only queer person in the room? Am I too young? I had all these preconceived ideas of what a business school student should look like and act like, and I didn't feel like I fit that mold. However, what I ultimately learned was that these students were not at all what I expected. They were deeply inquisitive, open to sharing experiences, and eager to understand differences, saying, you belong here. So now I would like to say, to the Stern graduate class of 2022, you belong here today. And know that no matter what gender you are, what country you call home, or what beliefs you uphold, you have the potential to make a lasting impact on this world. Thank you all, and congratulations.